Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, November 22nd, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I bring along the energy of love to support my perspective. So seriously, overnight, it went from like 70s to like freezing. So I just came in from helping support all my plants and I gotta tell you, it is chilly. It is like feeling like winter more so than fall. But let's dig in to today. I actually have to show you because I'm really excited about this. So we are going to be using Yule cards. I have these and I have another set of Yule cards for the season of Sagittarius. And I'm very excited about that. And I got my tree up and let me just show you this. My topper is a little butterfly. So I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more on camera, but that's what it is. So let's look at today's energies. Today, we're going to move beyond the 0 degree Sagittarius. Now, to be fair, we got a little bit of 0 going on. We have 0 for the first, portion of the day, which may have us moving a little slow, although I do think we have a little kick in the pants coming, which will help. And we also have the moon going into the void moon space and then moving into Virgo. So we get a little 0 and we get a little 0. So you may just be feeling a little funky. Now, what I said about the kick in the pants, we actually have Mars and the North Node meeting up. And it feels like if you can find that inspiration wave, you can find that drive and you will be driven and have that energy in the zip, zip, zoom. If you don't catch that wave, you just might feel a little bit of the meandering energy today. That's okay too. That is totally okay because, this energy is going to kind of do a bit of a grand trine in just a few days. Right for my birthday. So you'll get the fire energy at some point. Today could show up with feeling the heaviness of responsibility. We have Venus in Capricorn connecting with Saturn in Pisces. This energy is a little bit muddy, but you really may feel like the to-dos. You may feel the pressure of the holidays coming in, right? They're all coming, right? So watch for the shouldiness on your shoulders and rather see if you can find the inspiration. I really do believe that I don't want to should on the season, but I'm going to should on the season. This season should be one of the joy of gathering and gratitude and, all the ways we can show love to those that we care about, right? That to me is the spirit of this season, and I think sometimes we get a little bit caught up in the commercialization of it. So watch for what wave are you surfing in this energy? Moon, as it's finishing up, will connect with Uranus. This is an interesting one because it definitely brings up some inner child stuff, and I do have the inner child card that came out first as the moon is finishing up in Leo. So some of the inner child stuff may come into play, inner child worth stuff. I've shared this before, and I still am working my way through this one, but I always felt like I could never give enough. I came here, I sometimes feel like the Sagittarius-Leo combination that I have is almost like Santa Claus, and I just want to give so much, and I can never give enough, right? And so when I was little, I was like, it's never enough, it's never enough, it's never enough. Definitely an inner child thing, so watch for that. It might be never enough within you, it might be feeling that it's never enough coming back to you, but watch for where there's some little energies of that showing up, and see if you can burn through some of it with some of this inspiration energy. Like I said, the moon connecting to the North Node, Mars in Leo connecting to the North Node. So again, you can align your energies with your enoughness, knowing that who you are, North Node in Aries, who you are is perfect and enough, and you being your full expression of yourself is exactly what the world is asking for you. And maybe that's why it never felt like enough, because there was so much of that squelching of self, right? go into the void moon. We're waking up, most of us, in that void moon flavor. Just a little bit of quiet until the moon moves into Virgo, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Watch for, again, more of the shouldiness, more of the need to get done kind of energy. We actually have the sun and the moon squaring after that. And you may feel uncomfortable with the information coming your way in that. You know, both Virgo and Sagittarius can be knowledge carriers in different ways. Make sure you're listening to your body. Make sure you're listening to your whole self, body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. And try not to overdo. Again, like this energy feels like it could go in that direction. We have, through the weekend, the moon in Virgo doing the most. So you may find yourself in the to-dos, but make sure to make space for the to-be's. To be or not to be's? Is there one bee? Is there two bees in this energy? The Sagittarius silliness is definitely here. Interesting cards for sure. So inner child tops it off. So watch for where, again, the enoughness, where you feel a little bit like that outsider, and where your own mentality, where your own beliefs are kind of keeping you in that. We then have some mental stories, right? We can be in our intuition, we can be in the high priestess, but we can definitely get into the mental server here, and especially as the moon moves into Virgo. So watch for your critical nature. Sometimes that comes up in the Virgo. And if your inner critic is popping up, what is your inner critic trying to protect your inner child from, right? Or inner child, inner adult from, and see where you can lean into your inner voice. I also love that I have the Lovers card. So again, any perspective that you take, you can bring that energy of love with you. It is a choice. We had the moon in Leo, and it brought that energy forward. So move forward with it. The last card I do have Thunderbolt in reverse. And again, this almost feels like Virgo histrionic thinking. Watch for that. Watch for where you feel like you don't have enough time to get everything done, where everything's going to go wrong. Watch for where you go in that direction and see if you can shift that, especially by listening more to your inner voice than to that guilty voice. I love the card that I pulled for today. I feel like it supports this. I pulled the Star card. And it's a different Star card. Star Oracle card. And it says, follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark. A shimmer of what is coming next. And I love this, especially as we have this Mars North Node connection happening today. It says we all have an inner North Star guiding us to our destiny. I'm going to start interrupting. I'm going to try to read this without interrupting. Your inner star speaks to you through your emotions, both good and bad. Fear speaks up when you should take caution. Sometimes it speaks up otherwise. I guess I'm not following my own rules. That's okay. Joy is present when you've stumbled upon something that aligns with your soul. Sadness is a call to heal, and inspiration is fertile ground for creativity. You cannot go wrong when you follow your inner star. It is the light that will guide you home. You have pulled the star in a reading to remind you to trust your inner knowing. Your soul knows. It knows what you need, and it knows what to avoid. It knows when something doesn't feel right and when you're on the right path. Believe in your ability to understand what is right, even when you're unsure of your destination. You already know what you need at the moment. Keep following your inner North Star, and you will find your way to your purpose. I always love that quote. I quoted it the other week. Follow your bliss. I feel like this Mars North Node energy together is a call to follow your bliss. Follow your heart. Light up your joy. Mars and Leo preparing to go retrograde, and just probably, I think it's about 2 weeks from today is where it's going retrograde, is reminding us that to live a meaningful life, we need to always be including the energy of love. And when we fall off the track of love, we always just got to bring ourselves back, right? I think that this is part of this Mars retrograde, is going to be bringing ourselves back to heart. And as it's aligning with the North Node in Aries today, we're recognizing how much love inhabits us, and how much when we follow that, game changer. So see where you can follow your North Star and your inner heart energy. So that's it for today. Yay! Let's dig into this season. You can book a reading with me. I should mention that I'm going to have my year ahead readings coming up. So I know a few of you have reached out like, is this going to happen? Yes, the year ahead readings are going to be happening. So let me know if you're going to be interested. I think I'm going to do what I did last year where you can buy one live, or I could just do a write-up for you as well. So I'm going to go re-investigate those prices and the offerings and maybe start putting it below so you can decide what you need. But you can email me for now if that's something that you're wanting. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.